Ukrainian long-range drones attacked an industrial plant around 1,300 kilometers inside Russia, local officials said Tuesday, while Ukraine's army remained locked in an intense battle to hold back a Russian push on the key city of Pokrovsk in the eastern Donetsk region. According to Associated Press, 2 drones targeted an industrial facility in Sterlitamak, a city in Russia's Bashkortostan region, Regional Governor Radiy Habirov said in an online statement. He didn't specify what facility was targeted, but he said that both drones were shot down. There were no casualties, and the facility was operating normally, he said. Meanwhile, the city administration reported an explosion at the Sterlitamak Petrochemical Plant caused the plant's water treatment facility to partially collapse, adding that the cause of the explosion was not known. The plant, which makes rubber and aviation fuel, is not known to have been attacked before. Ukraine's daring strikes deep inside Russia using domestically produced drones have embarrassed Moscow, with officials being unforthcoming about any damage, and unnerved Russians. Ukraine has taken aim at manufacturing plants, oil refineries and military logistics hubs in a bid to disrupt Russia's war effort almost 4 years after Moscow launched an all-out invasion. Explosions were also heard at an industrial area of the Nizhny Novgorod region, some 800 kilometers from Ukraine, where an oil refinery and a petrochemical plant are located, Russian media reported. Officials did not confirm the reports. Both Bashkortostan and Nizhny Novgorod are among the regions where the Russian Defense Ministry said Tuesday that Ukrainian drones were shot down, claiming that 85 were intercepted overnight. Ukrainian officials said Russia bombarded the southeastern Dnipropetrovsk region of Ukraine with drones, missiles and artillery overnight, killing 1 person and injuring 11 others, including 2 children. Russia fired 7 missiles of various types and 130 strike and decoy drones at Ukraine during the night, Ukraine's Air Force said. Also, Romania's defense said Tuesday that Russia carried out 2 overnight attacks on Ukraine's Danube port infrastructure, close to the border with the NATO member country. 2 pairs of fighter jets were separately deployed from 2 different air bases for air policing missions after numerous explosions were observed on the Ukrainian shore, the ministry said. On the battlefield, Russia and Ukraine are fiercely contesting control of Pokrovsk, a Ukrainian stronghold in the Donetsk region that Moscow's forces have been trying to capture for more than a year. Russia has in recent months intensified its efforts in the area and has claimed its troops are making progress. Russian forces continue to advance in the Pokrovsk direction and appear to be operating with increasing comfort within Pokrovsk itself, the Institute for the Study of War, a Washington think tank, said late Monday.
The Ukrainian forces started eliminating the isolated pockets of Russian soldiers near Dobropilya one by one, liberating numerous villages in the process. The Russian High Command suddenly understood the real situation on the ground and launched desperate waves of mechanized attacks to reach and save the encircled troops. Euromaidan press media outlet reports the Ukrainian armed forces have launched a major counter-offensive near Dobropilya, collapsing some of the Russian pockets and liberating several key settlements. The breakthrough began with the liberation of Kucherivya, a village that had been under partial Russian control for weeks. Moreover, the Ukrainians have avoided rushing in to prevent triggering the Russian High Command's attention. This approach meant Russian generals continued receiving falsified reports indicating stability, while Russian forces were gradually attrited to prepare for the final clearing operation. Local commanders, desperate to save their careers, sent several reinforcement attempts that only resulted in more massive losses. These localized decisions further weakened Russian cohesion and ensured Ukraine could dismantle the encircled formations methodically, one pocket at a time. When Ukrainian forces finally began clearing the remaining pockets, the veil lifted for Russia's high command. Euromaidan press claims what they believed to be secure positions rapidly vanished from the map, one after the other. Shocked by reports of simultaneous collapses, Russian commanders ordered emergency mechanized counterattacks to reconnect with encircled troops. For 3 days, they launched assault after assault near Kharkiv, turning the area into a graveyard of armor. Despite trying to use the poor weather to their advantage, wave after wave of Russian armored vehicles failed to achieve anything, as the Ukrainians had mined the area and drones were in the air to finish off any surviving vehicles. Ukrainian drones captured many Russian bodies in the aftermath. They tried to break through a narrow passage in the engineering barriers, but remained there forever. In the panic, some of them crawled into an anti-tank ditch, trying to reach a better position with some sort of protection, but they fell into a death trap with an elusive sense of cover. Euromaidan press says, due to the lack of protection from above, the anti-tank ditch made them an easy target for the Ukrainian drones. Additional footage shows Ukrainian snipers now positioning themselves in recently liberated tree lines, setting up to rain down heavy fire on any Russian soldier moving into their field of vision. Overall, the Russian tactic to conceal battlefield realities from the high command has backfired spectacularly. Given the scale of cooperation among multiple Ukrainian formations defending Pokrovsk, total Russian losses are several times higher, as precise counts are impossible to make at the current time. Russian soldiers themselves show endless fields and roads littered with their fallen comrades, a devastating testament to the collapse of Russia's all-round defense near Dobropilya.